Chapter 1 of Living Alone. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Cori Samuel. Living Alone by Stella Benson. The Dweller Alone. Myself has grown too mad for me to master. Craven, beyond what comfort I can find, it cries, "O God, I am stricken with disaster!" Cries in the night, "I am stricken, I am blind!" I will divorce it, I will make my dwelling far from myself. Not through these hindering tears will I see men's tears shed, not with these ears will I hear news that tortures in the telling. I will go seeking for my soul's remotest and stillest place. For oh, I starve and thirst to hear in quietness man's passionate protest against the doom with which his world is cursed. Not my own wanderings, not my own abidings, shall give my search a bias and a bent. For me is no light moment of content, for me no friend, no teller of the tidings. The waves of endless time do sing and thunder upon the cliffs of space, and on that sea I will sail forth, nor fear to sink thereunder, immeasurable time supporting me. That sea, that mother of a million summers, who bore with melody a million springs, shall sing for my enchantment, as she sings to life's forsaken ones and death's newcomers. Look, yonder stand the stars to banish anger, and there the immortal years do laugh at pain, and here is promise of a blessed languor to smooth at last the seas of time again. And all those mothers' sons who did recover from death do cry aloud, "Ah, cease to mourn us! To life and love you claimed that you had borne us, but we have found death kinder than a lover." I will divorce myself. Alone it searches amid dark ruins for its yesterday, beats with its hands upon the doors of churches, and, at their altars, finds it cannot pray. But I am free of indecision, of blood and weariness and all things cruel. I have sold myself for silence, for the jewel of silence and the shadow of a vision. Chapter 1. Magic Comes to a Committee. There were 6 women, 7 chairs, and a table in an otherwise unfurnished room in an unfashionable part of London. 3 of the women were of the kind that has no life apart from committees. They need not be mentioned in detail. The names of 2 others were Miss Meta Mostyn Ford and Lady Arabel Higgins. Miss Ford was a good woman as well as a lady. Her hands were beautiful because they paid a manicurist to keep them so, but she was too righteous to powder her nose. She was the sort of person a man would like his best friend to marry. Lady Arabel was older. She was virtuous to the same extent as Achilles was invulnerable. In the beginning, when her soul was being soaked in virtue, the heel of it was fortunately left dry. She had a husband, but no apparent tragedy in her life. These 2 women were obviously not native to their surroundings. Their eyelashes brought Bond Street, or at least Kensington, to mind. Their shoes were mudless. Their gloves had not been bought in the sales. Of the 6th woman, the less said the better. All 6 women were there because their country was at war, and because they felt it to be their duty to assist it to remain at war for the present. They were the nucleus of a committee on war savings, and they were waiting for their chairman, who was the mayor of the borough. He was also a grocer. 5 of the members were discussing methods of persuading poor people to save money. The 6th was making spots on the table with a pen. They were interrupted, not by the expected mayor, but by a young woman, who came violently in by the street door, rushed into the middle of the room, and got under the table. The members, in surprise, pushed back their chairs, and made ladylike noises of protest and inquiry. "They're after me," panted the person under the table.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?